The hidden power of privacy and quiet growth. You ever noticed how the world celebrates the shiny finished product, the highlight reel of success, but rarely reveals the grueling, unseen effort behind it? The truth is, what really matters. The real magic happens far from the spotlight, behind closed doors, in silence, where no one is watching. Why do most people only showcase their achievements and hide the struggles? Because the process is sacred, a private battleground, where transformation is forged in darkness, away from distractions and judgment. Ask yourself, how often do you share your journey with the world? And when you do, whose approval are you seeking? The applause of strangers or your own quiet conviction? The moment you reclaim your narrative, protecting your growth from external noise, you step into a different level of power, a power rooted in ownership and fierce self-trust. The irony is, the more you expose your inner life and vulnerabilities to the wrong crowd, the more control you hand away over your energy and focus. People don't always value your mission the way you do. Their opinions, confusion, or judgments seep into your mind, subtly steering you off course. What if you could guard your peace like a vault, letting only what strengthens your vision inside? This discipline, the choice to keep certain parts of your journey private, isn't about secrecy. It's about protecting your energy and fostering unshakable confidence. Imagine a vault, impervious to distractions and external noise. Once that vault opens to anyone, focus slips away. But when you close that door, your actions become your language, your foundation. Your power. Start today by setting boundaries around your energy. Stop broadcasting every step before it's ready. Let the world wonder. Build with relentless authenticity. And when the time comes, let your results roar louder than any words ever could. Comparison is a silent thief, stealing not only joy, but identity. In a world overflowing with curated success stories and filtered images, the temptation to measure your worth against others is constant and corrosive. But here's the harsh truth. You are not competing against someone else's polished highlight reel. You are building your own story brick by brick, from your unique blueprint. When you realize this, the need to keep up fades. You step out of the rat race of appearances and into a place of grounded gratitude, deep, anchored appreciation for what you have right now. This mindset doesn't stunt growth. It fuels it from a foundation of strength instead of scarcity. Your inputs shape your reality. Consuming endless comparisons warps your vision and pulls you toward lives not meant for you, making you lose your essence in the process. The antidote? Focus on your progress, not perfection. Measure your journey backward, not sideways. Celebrate every step forward and protect your mind from the toxic noise of social comparison. Asterisk, owning your journey, the quiet revolution. Instead of wondering, am I where they are? Ask yourself, am I further than I was last month? This subtle shift changes everything. You stop chasing someone else's version of success and start writing your own story, day by day, brick by brick. When you commit to your unique mission, not shaped by social media, family expectations, or peer pressure, you discover something profound. The noise around you grows quieter. You no longer feel lost or behind because you realize you are simply on a different path. A path carved just for you. Practicing gratitude at a surface level isn't enough anymore. You need deep, anchored gratitude, the kind that fuels your soul, reminding you that what you have now is enough to keep moving forward. This mindset doesn't halt ambition. It transforms ambition into sustainable growth, rooted in confidence rather than desperation. Cutting back on endless scrolling isn't about fear or missing out. It's a radical act of self-preservation. How can you expect clarity when your mind is bombarded with curated perfection, filtered stories, and endless distractions? Your inputs directly sculpt your identity. When you feed on artificial perfection, your sense of reality twists, leading you down a path of desire for things that aren't yours and a life that doesn't fit your essence. In this chase, you risk losing yourself. So protect your vision fiercely. Protect what you consume. Protect your time with intentional choices. Because if you don't, comparison will quietly creep in and steal your peace, your focus, your authenticity. Here's your reminder. You don't need to be like anyone else. You're not falling behind or off track. Your timeline is valid, and your pace is enough. Stay locked on your mission, not theirs, and you will arrive exactly where you're meant to be. Let others chase the spotlight. You chase clarity. The world rewards those who align with their truth, not those who shout the loudest. Those who stop comparing, who lock into their own lane, who build quietly. Those are the ones who become unstoppable. When the world finally notices, it won't be a fluke or an accident. It will be the undeniable result of relentless, silent dedication. So ask yourself, what could you create if you stopped comparing? What would your life become if you stopped scrolling and started building? The power is here. The peace is here. But be warned, most will never take this path. It requires courage to grow without applause, without immediate recognition. The next evolution is silent. It happens behind the scenes where no one is watching and no one is cheering. The power of silence. Building beyond the spotlight. Here's a truth many don't grasp. Real growth, real transformation happens in silence. It's invisible yet. First, unnoticed by the crowd. While others perform and post, you prepare and progress quietly. No audience, no recognition, no guarantees. This is what separates the truly unstoppable from the distracted. When you can train without praise, work without validation, and push without permission, you become dangerous, uncheckable, unstoppable. You don't rely on external belief. You believe in yourself. Think of a lion. It hunts in silence, focused, calculated. It strikes when the moment is right. You move the same way now. You don't announce your goals or broadcast every step. You take the steps quietly, daily, without noise. Noise is cheap. Execution is rare. If you want to change your life, your actions must speak louder than your words. Becoming unrecognizable is not about looking different. It's about being different, thinking differently, choosing differently, reacting differently. While others hit snooze or waste hours, you rise and sharpen your skills. While they repeat old patterns, you rewrite your blueprint brick by brick. After consistent effort, something shifts inside you. Your posture changes, your rhythm shifts, and the doubts quiet down. You begin to hear the voice that says, keep going, louder than ever before. Asterisk, becoming unrecognizable, the new you hears. The secret: the world won't recognize you until you no longer recognize yourself. Your thoughts, habits, actions feel foreign to the person you once were. That's when you've done it right. When your own discipline and consistency impress you. When your future self becomes your present self. You don't need to post about it or broadcast it. You just become it. If you feel invisible now, good. That's the proving ground, the place where champions are forged, not in the spotlight, but in the shadows. Where your identity is rebuilt. Where your old self dies and your new self rises. You don't need validation. You need consistency, not likes, reps, not audience, alignment. When the time comes to step into the room as this elevated, unrecognizable version, you won't need words. Your work will speak. Your energy will shift. Those who ignored you will have no choice but to feel your presence, not because you forced it, but because you earned it. Build quietly and daily, with focus and fire, not for attention, but to become someone the world cannot overlook. Obsession and discipline, the twin engines. This is the path few walk, Most crave noise, applause, and validation. You choose power through action. Power that doesn't chase, but attracts. Power born in darkness and revealed in light. What the world sees is the outcome, the glow up, the success, the achievement. What they never see is the obsession that built it. The daily discipline, the relentless commitment, the uncomfortable silence, where transformation happened. Greatness is hidden in routines, early mornings, late nights, missed parties, quiet moments when you chose your mission over distraction. Most people never experience this because they are addicted to being seen. They want the appearance of progress more than progress itself. They want to look like they're working without doing the work. You're different. You don't need optics. You need outcomes. You don't need performances. You need proof. This sacred obsession aligns with your future, your identity, your highest standards. It says, this matters more than anything else right now, and I'm willing to go dark for it, to disappear for it. To sacrifice comfort, applause, distraction for evolution. The results will come. The recognition will come. The rewards, the power, the impact, all will show up. But only if you can stay disciplined long enough to outlast. The silence. Silence is the test. That quiet space where nothing seems to change, where 99% quit. Because they mistake silence for failure. They confuse lack of attention with lack of progress. But the disciplined know better. They know silence is sacred. In silence, roots grow, minds sharpen, bodies transform. Identities evolve slowly, but inevitably. You build in silence so your life can make noise. Discipline as identity obsession and discipline weld together to make you unstoppable. Discipline gets you up every day. Obsession keeps you awake at night with ideas and vision. Together, they form an unbreakable force. You don't wait until you feel like it. You don't train when convenient or work when easy. You become the person who shows up no matter what, who doesn't ask, do I feel like it today? But says, this is who I am. This shift from doing to being is the secret to long-term power. When discipline reflects your identity, everything becomes effortless. You stop negotiating with yourself. You stop slipping. You stop resetting your life because of fleeting feelings. Yes, it feels like sacrifice at first. But one day, what was once sacrifice feels like standard. Normal. Automatic. That's when you've truly arrived. Build your discipline in silence. Protect it like a flame in the wind. Guard it like the key to your future. Wake early without posting about it. Read without telling anyone. Train hard without showing results. Build skills when no one is watching. Disappear into obsession. Reappear with something undeniable. Let others wonder. Let them question. Let them think you quit until they see what you've become. Because in the end, they'll see transformation. They'll see strength. They'll feel presence. They'll know you didn't just talk about building something. You built it. Quietly. Relentlessly. Obsessively. That's the game most never play. That's why most never rise. You don't need the world's belief. You need discipline to build without it. The power of energy protection in your world. Energy is your most valuable currency. Not time. Not money. Status. Without energy, none of those matter. You can have the best plan, vision, and strategy. But if your energy is fractured or drained, you won't execute. You'll hesitate. You'll slow down. And in a world rewarding speed and clarity, hesitation kills. So protect your energy like your future depends on it, because it does. Make hard choices. Say no more than yes. Cut ties with energy drainers, even old friends. Silence distractions stealing your focus, even if popular. You're becoming rare. And rare people move differently. Ask daily. Does this add to my energy or take from it? This filter will change your life because the biggest drains are disguised as normal. Endless scrolling, casual gossip, just one more episode mentality, debates that go nowhere. Social media comparisons, small habits stealing your greatness 1 hour at a time. Worst, you don't notice until it's too late. Your mind foggy. Drive gone. Spark dimmed. Asking, why do I feel off? Often burnout isn't from too much work. It's from too little purpose and too much noise. Eliminate noise. Create boundaries. Enforce them relentlessly. Not arrogance, not superiority, because you understand something others don't. You're building. Final call. Build quietly. Build powerfully. So, here's your challenge. Start building quietly. Own your journey. Protect your energy. Focus on progress, not perfection. Ignore the noise. Resist comparison. Let discipline and obsession fuel your transformation. Show up every day regardless. Move like a lion, silent, focused, unstoppable. Because when you build in silence, your life makes noise. Your results speak louder than words. Your presence demands respect. Your energy attracts opportunity. You become uncheckable. You become undeniable. You become the builder. No one can ignore. This is your path. Walk it with courage. Walk it with fire. And when the world finally notices, it won't be a question of luck. Will be the undeniable outcome of relentless, silent mastery.